Hello and welcome to a Raggy's homebrew update. So I've been brewing the Woodfordes Brewery, there we go, their Admiral Reserve kit. So it's a 32 pint kit, it's 5.5% ABV, there we go. I have no idea what the original ABV was, I forgot, I've slept since then. Around about 10.55, 10.60 I think personally, but yeah, I can't be 100% sure. So there we go, the lid's off, there we go, and there's the beer, and to be honest that looks like it's doing well. So I'm going to be adding the hops today. So Golding's hop powder, there we go. Let me just make sure there's no other hops. Oh, Jesus Christ. If there's one thing about Raggy's beer reviews, you'll know that I'm absolutely the worst person to do videos. Yep. Do I cock it up? Absolutely, yeah. None of it's pre-staged, none of it's pre-done. You know, if I'm going to cock it up, I'm going to cock it up royally. So I'm going to stick the hydrometer in, see how it cooks, and actually it's still quite high, to be fair. Wow. So yeah, and I can see that's higher than it should be. 1 minute. Yeah, so just below that red line, 1040. So yeah, that's ridiculous. That is high. It shouldn't be anywhere near that high. It should have. It should have fermented a bit more than that. So yeah, we'll put that in there. It is day 4. Kind of worried that the fermentation hasn't gone to plan, so we'll put that there. There we go. This is what you get. It's really difficult to do 2 things at once at times, and there we go. So pouring the hot powder in. There we go. There we go. There's the hot powder going in. And yeah, all the hot powder's going in, which is nice. So I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to give it a swirl. You know, sometimes beers just don't brew, and sometimes they need a good wiggle, which is what I'm going to do now. And you can hear that bubbling away like a swine. Sometimes, you know, they just get stuck, and yeah, it's not so easy doing it when you've got like 3,000 litres of beer. But when you've only got 23 litres of beer, it's not as bad. I mean, the temperature up here is decent. You know, the temperature should be producing beer. That is not the ABV. That is not the gravity that I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a bit lower than that. So hopefully after I've done this, it'll start to kick in and get going. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. With all brews, with all own brews, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's been a long day. 11 hours at work. It's been a long day, but yeah. So Raggy's beer reviews, homebrew thing. There we go. Admirals Reserve. Oof. Yeah. Hopefully this will kick it in. I've had this on multiple brews where they've stuck, give it a bloody good shake, and all of a sudden it thinks, oh, hold on a minute, mate. Oh, there's a bit of sugar there. I'll have that sugar. And the yeast starts to work. It's amazing how it works, you know. the yeast sometimes just falls to sleep and doesn't want to do its job, which is turn sugar into beer, basically. But yeah, we'll come back in a couple of days and we'll give it an update. In essence, that is not the ABV that I was hoping for. That was a very low ABV beer, you know, in retrospect. But we'll see how it goes in the future. Oof. Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Cheers.